You know, there are some things that are just far too easy, and Trump bashing is one of them. Not a week goes by without him doing something patently ridiculous, and then comics and satirists everywhere jump on it and say the obvious thing. Well, I think that's lazy, and I also think that we should maybe just take a step back and ask ourselves if we aren't being too harsh on him just because he's Donald Trump. A case in point. In the wake of yet another school shooting, President Trump has suggested that the way to prevent this happening in future is to arm the teachers? Not all of them, about 20%. The obvious response is to say, well, how stupid. How can anybody possibly think that the way to deal with a gun problem is to add more guns? Oh, ha ha ha. But maybe Trump is being misunderstood here. Isn't it possible that he's actually suggesting a homeopathic remedy? Think about it. Homeopathy is based on the idea that like cures like. For example, if you have a problem with your eyes itching, the homeopathic remedy is onion. So if there's an epidemic of shooting, by the same principle, the homeopathic remedy is gun. And of course, homeopathic remedies are diluted to the point that a dose contains less than one molecule. And that's what Trump wants to do. He wants to make sure that there is less than one gun in every school. You see? It's not such a stupid idea after all. It may seem like a wacky idea, but that's obviously because our puny human brains can't comprehend it. Trump, you see, is not of this world. Well, stay with me on this one. You remember when he was caught using cheat sheets on how to interact with school children? And by the way, that picture is genuine. I checked and he really did have those notes. Well, was I the only person who was reminded of this?
The cards.
Oh, right you are. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'll do all I can to solve the death of your friend slash family member slash pet.
There's your answer. He's a Time Lord. He doesn't know how to talk to humans because he's an alien. Of course, that's not as comforting as it sounds. Most Time Lords we've seen are not nice guys, and I suspect that Trump may be the Master, and he's been brought back to life yet again. It makes sense. The Master has used up all his original regenerations, so sometimes he survives by hijacking other people's bodies or being resurrected in arcane rituals. And we've seen what happens when one of those resurrections goes wrong. Just look at that hair! You see, the Master isn't purely evil. He thinks he's doing the right thing, it's just that his moral compass is all out of whack. For example, in a genuine effort to save mankind, he'll think nothing of turning the entire human race into drones. And then there's his wife. A trophy wife lured in by the promise of power and status, trying very hard to be loyal but already regretting her life decisions and for whom he shows little or no genuine affection. Lucy is to be pitied. Any resemblance to any real persons, living or dead, is of course purely coincidental. Or is it? So don't be so quick to judge Donald Trump. He's just an alien with a different take on morality from the rest of us and driven insane by his own people. He's worked his way into a position of power and dominance, but is out of his depth, and now things are just getting out of control. It's really that simple. He's trying to do the right thing, but he doesn't know how or what the right thing is. Of course, this does mean that our planet is about to be incinerated by whichever powerful species he's unwisely made a pact with, but he's really not as bad as everyone makes him out to be.